we chatted with the Rebel Queens. In the midst of an era that is saying rock is dead, comes a band of fun-loving women that will make you remember the best of rock and roll. They combine the snarl of Joan Jett with the soul of Led Zeppelin. Catch them locally at Pearl Street Brewery. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is Lacrosse Local.
My name is Tiffany Beamer. I was born just a suburb of Minneapolis called Andover. Very exciting place. And then what was the other question?
Basically just what led you down the road of being in a band like this?
Yeah. Oh boy, that's a long road. In high school is probably like the first time I thought about like, oh, it'd be really fun to write music and sing and do things, but I just never thought I was good enough or could never like do something like that. So I didn't start doing it until my early 20s. Yeah, I just decided to do it. All of a sudden, I got influenced by more rock singers. I was like, yeah, you don't have to sing super pretty. You can also just like,
sing,
let it out, sing however you want. So yeah.
I'm Danielle Pearson. I'm from Duluth, Minnesota. What up, 218? Let's see. I thought playing the drums was like syllables and like hitting syllables, like happy birthday, like stuff like that. And then so I figured since I was really good at doing that, I would play the drums. And then I figured out right away that that's not how you play the drums. Yeah, I've been playing since 5th grade or so, but yeah, I think the Beach Boys inspired me to start playing the drums, and I kind of went from there.
Do you guys have similar musical influences, or is it something that you're extremely different?
Well, we both grew up, in the mid 90s, early 2000s. So there was so much different music happening at that time, like all at the same time. So, we all kind of grew up with the same stuff. So we have the appreciation for those things. It's kind of hard to say because like my personal bands that I enjoy don't even necessarily really influence me with my own music. I don't know. Do we? Who influences you for like musically?
I have no idea.
Well, the Beach Boys you had said.
Well, I said that, yeah.
What's in your car right now?
I had the Trailer Park Boys on in my car on the way home. Music before that. Oh, we grabbed the Dolly Rots. We were listening to the Dolly Rots yesterday, so that was kind of fun. Yes,
we just saw them play. Yeah, I mean, growing up, the first person that influenced me was Gwen Stefani of No Doubt. That was the first concert I went to, so that was like a big influence, like in my life. Just seeing somebody work the room like that, and she was just amazing. So that was really my first like, wow, this is amazing.
What was the impetus for the Rebel Queens? Like, how did it all come together?
Yeah, that, like I said, I'd kind of been interested in doing music for a while. And then what pushed me over the edge, actually, I had just recently graduated music business school, and I was doing stuff for other bands at the time. And then I saw the Runaways movie, and I was getting into Joan Jett and stuff more. And I was like, wow, that just looks so cool to play rock music with a bunch of women. So that was when I was like, all right, I'm going to do it and starting a band. And then I just found people to play with me. Craigslist and mutual friends and things like that.
Being around for what you said, going on 10 years last year.
Mm-hmm.
What was the experience? Were you playing a lot before that? What was the experience with COVID and everything like that?
Yeah, I mean, we play average about 5 shows a month. It seems like a long time ago, and also like yesterday. Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to play St. Patrick's Day of 2020, and then that was like the day everything shut down here in Minnesota. So then we didn't play for, I think did we only play like 1 show during the pandemic?
Yeah.
We played 1 show in August that year, and that was it. And then we just reconnected like after we kind of could. I think it was like around when we started writing and recording our last EP. We started getting back together and everybody was still into it. And it just kind of fell back into place, thankfully, because a lot of bands, it seems like, broke up or found that they weren't necessarily as passionate about making music as they once were. We did other things, but then it was just really great to get back to the music.
Sticker books, finger paints.
I probably should have scrapbooked or something, but I did not.
What was for that last EP, and also you have a single coming out. What's the process for recording and writing for you guys? Do you bring songs to the room or everybody works on it, or?
A variety depending on the song. The last EP, I mostly wrote like kind of bones of the songs before bringing it to the band, kind of when we were here at home. And then everybody just kind of contributes their parts and we all just put it together. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, it's just done.
There's a song.
There's a song. It's actually kind of crazy, like thinking about it. It's like you start with this and then all of a sudden you're just like, okay, I think this is done.
So Rock Warrior, what's that song about then?
So that song, I wanted to write a song. So rock and roll has just kind of been on the outskirts and people have been saying rock is dead and all these things. And it's kind of phased out of a lot of like, mainstream things. Like they think it's too like aggressive for a lot of mainstream things. And then, and people, when I was doing interviews, people were like, oh yeah, you're like, carrying the torch for rock and roll. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's just like sad. Like people think that, it isn't really a thing anymore. But I mean, when you play rock music for people, especially live, I think they just get into it. Like, I just don't really see that myself. Rock warrior, rock warrior. So I just kind of wanted to write a song that was in tribute to rock bands and rock fans and just celebrate it.
Celebrating rock and roll.
Yes.
You could have named it Celebrating Rock and Roll.
Woo! That's cool. That's cool.
That's next song.
Next song. We have a lot of things that have rock and roll in the title.
Yeah.
So you have a show coming up at Pearl Street Brewery. What can people expect from your live shows?
Yes, we're so excited to get to La Crosse. Gosh, just a lot of really fun stuff. Well, Danielle, why don't you talk about it? I've been talking this whole time.
That's perfect. That's how I like it. It's what to expect. My hair will be down, a lot of hair flipping, a lot of guitar solo in your face. Sometimes she licks the guitar. That's pretty cool. A night of fun with 5 females. Doesn't get better than that.
Everyone will have a good time, I promise.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll make sure.
So it looks like you got kind of a tour going on here. What's next for you guys? Are you going to be touring a lot more, or you have plans for more music, or what's coming down the road?
Yeah, we're kind of just take things as they come, really. But we're going to put out the new single. That's going to be the same day, April 1st, as the Pearl Street Brewery show. And that kind of just kicks off some traveling shows. That was actually a goal that we had in like 2020 or 2021, and it just didn't really pan out. So we're making it happen in 2022. We're playing at Rockfest in Wisconsin. That'll be really fun. Just looking forward to a great spring and summer.
So April 1st, it's a Friday, 7 p.m. People can head to Pearl Street Brewery. If people want to find out more or just check out your music or your videos, what's the best spot for them to go to?
Go to rebelqueens.com. And then we're also on, all the social media, Facebook, Instagram at Rebel Queens Band.
MySpace.
Sadly, no MySpace.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.